Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we are driving the new Dacia Bigster 4x4. It comes with a 1.2 liter petrol engine, 3 cylinders in line, combined with a 48 volt mild hybrid system. That means 16 horsepower electric motor plus 48 volt battery, capacity 0.8 kilowatt hour but usable 0.4, around there, something like that. Also, it's not capable to drive in electric mode. It's just helping the petrol engine with the electric motor and the battery, which is also very good because it works much more smoother. And I will explain you in this video. We will drive the car for the first time. Basically, I drive it in the last days, but it's for the first time on the channel when I present this 404 Bigster version, which is really excited. And I will go to all the information from suspension, sound insulation, comfort, visibility, consumption, gearbox, all that stuff, all those information I will explain you in this video. It's all about driving. I have a separate video on my channel, probably it's already on the channel, if it's not will come soon, where we talk about everything: interior, exterior, material quality, multimedia system, all the changes and all the new things that come on this Bigster. So definitely check out the full review as well. It's on the channel. Really recommend you. The version that I have with me is the extreme version, the top of the range extreme. That means it comes with 18-inch rims, you can see right here, and also this copper insertion, copper color in certain areas. You can see here, down there on the rims. It looks really good. Also here on the grille in the front. We have ventilated brake discs on the front, and on the rear it comes with brake discs, so no drum brakes. Drum brakes only for the entry-level version, where you have also the manual handbrake. Otherwise, all other versions come with electronic handbrake like we have on this car. Anyway, beautiful car, very nice stance, very powerful. It's one of the most affordable SUV in the C segment, which is great. It has a lot of space. I talk about that in the review video. Anyway, check out that video as well. This is the key, the same key, same super light slick key that can stay in the pocket without any problem. It comes with keyless entrance. That means if you come close, it's unlocking the car, it's locking the car when you go farther away, which is great. Anyway, I'm not going to lose too much time because I already explained all those things. The interior of the car, it's the extreme interior with those seats. There are impermeable seats. That means if you spill something, you can wash it very easy. The only downside in the summer, where it's super hot, you can get sweat a little bit, but it's great because those seats are really good, really strong in time, so they don't break so easy, and you can wash it also very easy. Manual adjustment, normal pedals, electronic handbrake here. I will explain you more as we go in the video. Traction control button is here, start stop engine button here, physical button. So ergonomy of the car, it's fantastic. I really like it. Let me close the door. Now, here is the start stop engine button. From here you start it. I love the fact that Dacia think about everything. Ergonomy of the car, it's very good. Why I say that? Because every single button, every single function, it's very well positioned. For example, here we have the wheel to change different driving modes, and because this is the 404 version, you have like eco mode here. Also, you can see on the screen every time you change the driving mode on the lower end, you can see it shows you different infos. So you have the eco mode where the car react, gives you less power, and it's kind of set up to be more efficient. Then you have auto mode. The car choose for you what's going on and how much power to give you and how to distribute the power to the rear wheels, because this is an all-wheel drive system. That means it's front wheel drive permanently and with the possibility to send the power to the rear. And you can see also a very nice graphic right here on the screen. It shows you that the front wheel 99%, 1% to the rear. And you can see while we're driving, I will show you when we drive, you can see very clear how the car is sending the power to the rear wheels, which is incredible. I mean, it's very cool. And then you have the snow mode. This is cool. It's more, and then you have the sand and mud. And then you have lock. What lock supposed to be in? Four-wheel lock mean 50-50. It send it 50 to front, 50 to rear, but only at low speed. I don't recommend you to drive like that, otherwise you might broke something. But anyway, when you drive at high speeds, it will switch automatically to auto. So that's something to keep in mind. And then in the middle you have this button, downhill assist, that when you go down it's kind of assisted, it's kind of a cruise control assisted. When you go down, it's very useful, so great stuff. Here you have the gear shifter because it's a manual 6-speed manual transmission. I like the fact that it's positioned very well, and with the armrest it having the position perfectly, so my hand it's resting exactly where it's supposed to rest. It goes easy in the speed, which I like very much, and it's very important to have the right size, you know, and it's good. Now here you have the key position, you can charge your phone wireless, some USB ports, some physical button for climatic system. It's perfect positioned because you need something, you have it here, which is great. Plus you have the hazard light button perfectly positioned. Here is the screen with a lot of infos. This is the all road info with the position of the car, but you have also the cameras, 360 degrees camera. If you get it as an option, it's €500 optional, plus the blind spot view and some other options. Now here is the home screen with the navigation from here, which work really good. You can also connect your phone. For example, if you want to connect your phone, let me show you that. You can have also the full map on the screen. So let me go to connectivity for a while. Device, it should be here. Let me connect it to Android, to Apple CarPlay, because I have Apple CarPlay. So you can connect to Apple CarPlay by pressing this button. The phone will stay always connected, but when you go outside the car, it's connected to Bluetooth, but you have to go here sometimes and press the button and connect it. And right now it's connected to Apple CarPlay. The cool part is that when you have, even though we have the navigation from the car, the here navigation, it's here, right? But you cannot see it on the cockpit. In order to see a map on the cockpit, you have to connect your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and then you can see their map right here on the cockpit, which is incredible. I like that. It's great. This is something that you cannot do on Duster, but you can do here on this Bigster, which is great. And then you can see different information on the right side, and at the same time you can have the map. Anyway, I'm not going to go into much detail because I have different videos about that, but here you can see an energy flow that shows you what happened with energy in real time. Even though it's a mild hybrid and you cannot drive in electric mode only, you can see this graphic here. I will reset the consumption and we will drive. I don't want to lose too much time. Yeah, and we will talk as we go on the video. Here we can leave this all road information. I want to reset the consumption from here. You hold it, you reset it, and here we go. And we will drive with the climatic system on level 1, and we leave it on auto. So let's drive. Electronic handbrake. Once you go in gears and you start driving, it will turn off automatically. I like the position of driving. I like the seats. I like that the seats have side support. You sit really well. The seats are pretty big, so I like that. Also, as I said, perfect positioned. Also the gear shifter here, I think it's perfect the way they place it. Now the car comes with MacPherson independent suspension in the front, and also Pseudo MacPherson independent on the rear. So the suspension on the all-wheel drive system are different than on the other version. They are a little bit better. They are a little bit more flexible in design, if I can call it like that, because it has to adapt to all-wheel drive, to the distribution of the power. You know, Dacia said that they improved the sound insulation inside the cabin, and it might be better than Duster. The windshield, it's acoustic glass. Those glass on the side, they are a little bit thicker than normal, so it should be better on the highway. We will go on the highway, we will test that. Now, regarding the suspension, they are set up somehow between comfort and sportivity. They are not too stiff, they are not too soft, they are perfect the way it is. I think I don't know, it's not, I cannot say it's super comfortable. When you go over small bumps to medium bumps, they are fine most of the time, but over big bumps, then you feel a little bit stiffer. Not too much noise from there, but they are a little bit stiffer, so they are somewhere in between setup. The good part is that because they are a little bit stiffer, when you go at high speeds, you will see that the car have a good stability, and this is something that I like. I wish they were a little bit more comfy, yes, but they are fine the way they are. Also, the seats are pretty good, and in combination with the suspension, I think they fit quite nice. Now, regarding the driving with the manual transmission, I think it's easy to drive. I think you can drive the car pretty easy because it's well positioned, it goes easy into the gears, and it's get natural, and that's pretty important. Sound insulation, I noticed that at least in the city it's pretty good. The sound insulation from the engine to the cabin, it's pretty good. You don't hear too much noise from the engine inside the cabin. As long as you don't push it too hard or too aggressive, it's very silent, and inside the cabin it's quite pleasant. Now let's test the suspension here over these big bumps. So exactly as I said, they are quite similar with Dacia Duster. They are not too stiff, not too comfy, somewhere in between, but they are really fine. I would say they are quite fine. Very good visibility around the windows, good visibility in the mirrors, and also in this mirror here. So I have pretty good visibility. Now, another thing that I want to point out is the fact that when you're driving this car, it feels light. I don't know, it doesn't feel a heavy car, even though it's big, it's pretty big. It doesn't feel like a heavy car going around in the roundabouts, going around with the car, you know, accelerate. It feels pretty responsive, pretty quick in response, which is nice. I mean, I didn't expect, I was expecting to feel a little bit heavy because you have also the 48-volt battery, and I was expecting to be a little bit heavier, but it's not. The battery weight, it's around 18 kilograms. The car comes with a 1.2 liter petrol engine, 3 cylinders in line, combined with an 18 horsepower electric motor, 6-speed manual transmission, 130 horsepower. So I guess it feels fine. It's more than enough. Because the car, it feels relatively light, and also the electric motor help the petrol engine. Is not capable to drive full electric. It's just helping the engine. For example, when you accelerate, when you for example when you start the engine and so on. So from time to time it helps to have a lower emission, and also it's very important when you accelerate to not put the stress on that engine. So it's kind of well balanced, and it's a help. So yeah, that way it's a mild hybrid. Otherwise, what else I can tell you? Right now we are in eco mode. We can go also in auto mode, and then the car will split the power. You can see while we're driving, you can look also here, and you can see how the car is distributing the power. You see it's sending 50-50 right now, 60-40, and you can check there from time to time to that image. You can see 50-50. When you accelerate a little bit harder, it's sending the power to the rear as well, 50-50, you see? And you can definitely feel that the traction, the stability, the grip on the road, it's quite good. And the car, it's reaching higher speed very fast. Now the thing is that the new Bigster hybrid 155 is the only version that get adaptive cruise control for the first time on the Dacia, which is incredible. But this one doesn't have. It has only a cruise control, a classic cruise control. That means you set the speed and the car will keep that speed, but it doesn't keep the distance, doesn't stay between the lanes. It's just, it has a lane assist. For example, when you go outside the lanes, it pushes you back between the lanes. So it has lane warning, but it doesn't have adaptive cruise control, which the full hybrids version have. But I guess it's fine. I mean, in this price range, by the way, the car with all the options that I have on, panoramic glass roof, heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated windshield, color and all that stuff, it's around 30,000 with a lot of settings and features. But it starts at around 28,500 euro with this version, with 404 version, which is a good price. I mean, it's one of the most affordable SUV in the C segment. This says a lot about Dacia and what Dacia try to do. And you can see from here, you can set the cruise control, and right now the car, it's kind of keep between the lanes. But it's not keeping perfectly, it's just push you back. Look at this, it's just push you back. If you go outside, for example, if you fall asleep, the car will push you back between the lanes, which is very useful, a very useful safety feature. Plus it has emergency brake, for example, which is again another safety, very useful safety feature. And yeah, I like it. And you can also set from here, for example, the cruise control, so the car will just hold the speed for you. Anyway, I think I will take the control and drive. We have 7.7 liter consumption until now. We can switch that graphic there, and we can leave this graphic that shows you what happened with the energy right now. And the car, it shows me that the petrol engine is running and it's charging also the battery in the same time. And look at this, we are driving around 106-7 kilometers per hour. You don't hear too much noise from outside, you don't hear too much noise from the engine at this kind of speed. A little bit of wind noise, but slightly. 110 kilometers per hour, so it's pretty decent for such a squarish big car. It's pretty good. We will go also on the other side of the highway a little bit faster. Then we go in the city, we drive a little bit more in the city to see the consumption. But here I want to hold it like a national road, or a little bit higher than national road, at 110 for this part of the road. And you can see right there, it's just driving the front wheel right now in this moment. Good comfort on the seats, and also pretty good stability. So we drive 110, but it doesn't feel so fast, you know, it feels like we are driving slower. The wheelbase is quite big, so it has a pretty good stability. 22 centimeters the ground clearance, which is pretty good as well. Not too high, not too low. Consumption, it's around 6.1 liter estimated VLTP. It's the biggest consumption in the lineup, in the Bigster lineup, so you should expect a little bit lower consumption on the other versions. I will test next week also. The hybrid version will come on the channel, so stay close to see that. That should be the most efficient. This 404 version should be the most inefficient version from all the lineup and the powertrains. Now you see the car with blue, it's recuperating the energy, it's kind of regenerating the energy back into the battery from the electric motor. Now it's running pretty smooth. I mean, the car doesn't exceed at anything, but it's doing everything pretty well. The stability, it's quite good in the curves. I notice here, you can see we take the curves with a little bit higher speed, 60 km per hour, no problem. I mean, it's doing really well. Good stability, it doesn't lean in corners too much. I was expecting to have a little bit more leaning in curves. When you see such a big car, you would expect to lean a little bit more, but not. So the stability bars are quite fine set up, and the suspension, it's fine set up. So they did really well. Drive a little bit more dynamic. Yeah, it sits really fine. Good job with the setup. Yes, Yeah, not too much rolling. I like that. It sits really good on the road. Wow, for such a big car, it's doing pretty fine. It has a little bit of rolling, but pretty good. For what it is, it's pretty good. And it sits quite decent in the corners. Very good. Now we go back on the highway. On this area we try to drive a little bit faster. You can see the blind spot technology in the corners. Now, driving 120, you start to hear a little bit of wind from outside. Not a little bit more wind from outside. I think it's also a little bit windy, but still you can hear some from 120 km/h ahead. You start to hear some wind noise. Yes, indeed. 130. Yes. So the wind noise and the sound insulation can be a little bit better, but the good part is that the stability at this kind of speed, it's fantastic. The car, it sits really well. Very good on the road. I'm pretty impressed with that. Of course, it's big, but very good stability. In terms of power, you can cross pass other cars. It's not super powerful. If you need more power, I definitely recommend you to go with a hybrid. With a hybrid 155 there, it's perfect. But this one is decent. You can do your job without any problem. So you can drive also at high speeds, cross pass other cars, but at this kind of speed, if you want to cross pass, you need to take a little bit more time to do that. So yeah. But in general, it's pretty decent, and the acceleration from 0 to 100 km/h, it's pretty good. But over 100, if you need more power, then you will need to take a little bit more time, because it will give you the power a little bit slower. Yeah, in general, love the way it stays on the road at high speed. Good stability, and the sound insulation can be improved. The comfort is very good. You sit very well on the road. Good visibility around the car. Regarding that, nothing to say. I love everything. It's how it's positioned, the ergonomy of the car. It's really good. And the engine is pretty silent. Surprisingly, you don't hear too much noise from the engine. The fact that it feels a little bit lighter, it's also easy to drive around the city, and I like that. The steering wheel is not too light, not too heavy. It's more to the lighter side, if that makes sense. So I would say it's around 55% to comfort and 45% to sportivity. So it's a little bit more lighter than it is stiffer, which is good because it's easy to control the car. The feedback to the wheels is pretty good, so you get used with the car relatively fast, relatively quick, which is important. In terms of driving, is not a huge difference between the Duster 404 and this Bigster 404. It is basically the same. Suspension doing a great job also over those bumps around here, so it doesn't feel very stiff. For the price that they sell this car, it's super good. Now, when I talk about the car, I also compare with price, right? So I can compare it with a Mercedes, for example. It's also pretty quick. If you need power, you have it. Easy to go around in the roundabouts. You can see here over the bumps. It's pretty nice, pretty solid. I don't know, for me personally, probably I will go with a full hybrid. I don't know, I don't want to go back to manual transmission, but if you're a fan of manual transmission, you want to have something more affordable, probably more reliable in time regarding the transmission, probably you can go with a manual, but I will definitely choose the hybrid 155 for sure. But overall, it's fine. It's pretty good. The car, it's great. For the money that you pay, it's great. I think it's a great family budget car. It's probably one of the best on the market in this price range. I don't think you can get for this money more than you get from Dacia. Let's park the car. I want to show you also here how you can park it, how easy it is to park it, and then we can do some recapitulation, some overview. So going in reverse, very simple, and then you have these cameras, reverse camera with active lines that help you park and guide you between the lanes. Even if you go a little bit backwards, then you go in front. The front camera have also lines. This is great. You can see the side cameras, which is great. So you can see if you park good. Here it's electronic handbrake. Consumption, let me check that. It is 7 liter. It's pretty good, right? 6.1, it's estimated VLTP, and we have 7. It's pretty good. And keep in mind, this car is very new. It has 1,000 kilometer, 1,300 kilometer. So that mean they pretty much very close to what they said, and it's great. I mean, the consumption for how we drive, I think it's great. I mean, we are only 1 liter away from what they officially estimated. I think it's a fantastic car to drive if you need a budget car, a family car, a super spacious car with a lot of tech, and I mean, it's also beautiful, and I don't know, I like it. I really like it. For me personally, as I said, I will go with hybrid 155. I'm not a big fan of manual. I'm more onto those easy to drive versions. But overall, if you like to get the manual, I think it's the best deal on the market these days. I don't think you can get a better price for what this car offers. So what I recommend you is just at least go and test drive it, see if you like it, because it might fit pretty well. and you know, you save also some money in terms of economy. Plus it's very beautiful. I mean, the exterior design is super attractive, it's super nice. I think it's really what it should be. Anyway, that was the video, guys. If you have questions, ask me down below. Feel free to ask me whatever question you have. Don't miss out the full review. There I go in more detail, technical data, all the information about the car. I will leave all the technical data and information about this Bigster in the description of the video if you want to see it, so definitely check it out. Thank you very much to all of you that are watching my videos, really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Stay safe, and we see you soon next week with a full hybrid version. I'm really excited about that, but in general I would say the numbers from the consumption is pretty good. I remember I review and test drive a few days ago was KGM Action, you know, like Sangyong Action, and I have a consumption on the same trip at around 10 or something like that, you know, like 3 liters more than this one, but this one is much more efficient. But yeah, efficiency on Dacia, I noticed that on the last years with the latest models is pretty good, so it's pretty efficient for what it is. So that was the video. Thank you for watching, stay safe, see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.